What's going on? I was getting my hoodie's upstairs, so I had to grab something else. It's for sale. Why, young royal, if you want it. It's an antique. It's my mom's. I've been trying to sell it for her. What's up, Brett? What's up, Ron Wilson? How you doing? Rachel, Yost, Snow Squeak, AJ. Blue are moderators, yes. And green are Stoke Squad members. What's up, Brooks? What's up, Julian? Hey, Jeff. Jeff, I was going to email you. Those pictures that you took were fantastic. The ones on the track were great. The ones of Joe and I were honestly priceless. So thank you so much for those photos. They really turned out great. I hope you had fun. I'm glad we could get on the podium while you were there. What's up, Dominic? What's up, Andy? What's up, Playing on Skis? I think we're set. I figured out how to get my camera so it doesn't shut off again during the live stream, so that should be nice. Let me... Yeah, thank you, Jeff. Sunday race was pretty good. I mean, it was super wet, but it ended up drying out. And we were honestly in a podium position when I gave Joe the car, but he was just very timid in the wet weather. So he ended up finishing fourth, but car's in one piece. So got a dusting in South Dakota. Nice. What's up, Roberto? Playing on Skis. Do you mountain bike? I mountain bike for like 2 seasons or so, but I ended up selling my mountain bike. I just road bike now, so. We didn't really get any... No, we have gotten some measurable snow, especially up top. I mean, Low Cottonwood Canyon has gotten some cycles of 8 to 10 inches at a time, but it's kind of gotten a little warmer. So, yeah, we've gotten some snow, but nothing that's kind of stuck down low, Andy. Am I releasing new merch this season? I will have to look at the options. But... yeah, I probably should. I mean, the merch doesn't really sell that much, to be honest. The hats are probably the most popular option, and then the stickers. So really, the stickers are the main thing. Yeah, the Mammoth's been doing great. I went to one game already. It was a preseason game, but I'd love to go to more. But yeah, they've been doing well. Brighton opening day? Most likely. I went to Brighton opening day the past few years. I don't know when exactly it is, but yeah, I would say it's safe that I will try to make an effort to go there. Looking like Max Verstappen. Max is such a beast. He might actually end up winning the World Drivers' Championship after all that. Still got a long way to go, but it would not surprise me if Max somehow ends up winning the World Drivers' Championship. November 21st. Nice Playing on Skis. seems like most places, I mean, apart from Colorado, but like a lot of places in Utah open up around that Thanksgiving time. A lot of places in California open up then. It would be insane if Max wins. I mean, I want it to happen because I just think Max is the best anyways, but if he were to pull that off, that would be just kind of next level stuff. Am I frozen? I don't think I'm frozen. Yeah, the log is great. Log's probably the best edition of the Max 2. LC Zipline glove collab. They don't make gloves anymore. I got like one of the last pairs that he made, so I do feel like I need to figure out a better glove solution, but yeah, Majestic is super slow. That's the one thing what makes me almost not want to do Brighton opening day. I think the run is pretty good for an opening day, but the Majestic lift is like brutally slow. And it always gets so crowded and there's no organization at Majestic Lift on opening day for whatever reason. Like, I get it, it's Brighton, it's just kind of the vibe there, but it makes the lift line take so much longer. So, what's up, Parker? What's up, Jason Fuller? Yeah, we are racing next year. We're just up, kind of moving. There's a new generation of the M4 that came out this year that we weren't on. So we're just selling it to move up into the newer car. Hopefully be a little bit more competitive with it. Sometime in the Alps, that would be great. Yeah, Rockies are getting snow. Camera am I using? I use the Canon EOS R6 Mark II. I think it's probably the best camera for the money for just like little YouTube stuff. And then I'm just using a 24mm lens. So, and a nice light to my left. And that's about it. Yeah, I am planning on going to Colorado. Yeah, probably go to Colorado for some of the main opening days and then be there for like a week or 10 days. I don't know if I'll spend like 2-3 weeks there like I did in previous years, but I am stoked for the new DV terrain, Julian. I'm really just stoked for the gondola top to bottom. I think looks great. Yeah, kind of made a whole video on it that went out this morning, but yeah, I think it looks pretty fun, and I think it will just help with the ski traffic. I think it'll help facilitate people around the mountain. What's up, Hugh Davidson? Only Luna trip, AJ, right now is Mammoth. So, and then, yeah, it's potentially Aspen, but I don't know if I'd be staying in Luna while I'm there, but Brighton's the only mountain there that I haven't skied. Yeah, same here. I mean, I skied Brighton once years ago. Yeah, probably 3-4 seasons ago now on a good powder day, and it was awesome. But it's definitely my least skied Utah resort. Really for no reason. It's not like I have any. Yeah, I don't have any reason why I don't ski it, but. Glanderson Booper, you have anyone ever offered to take you? No, I have not. And I think even if someone did, I don't know how welcoming they would be to filming. But yeah, never been. Only heard about it. So that would be pretty cool one day. What action camera to use? I think the GoPro Max took like 5 hours to decide between Insta and the GoPro Max. I use GoPros. I use the GoPro Hero 13. I use the GoPro Max 2. Everything that you've seen on my channel, literally everything has been filmed on a GoPro. Mostly the GoPro Max. All my POV stuff is filmed on GoPro Max. So yeah, I use GoPro, but both are great. Insta360, GoPro, really can't go wrong. Opener ski width. I'm actually gonna just start on the 116s. I was thinking maybe the 106s, but the reality is I just like the 116s. It's just what I use, and that's just the 116s got pretty beat up last year, so I figured it's going to be a good opening day ski. I think last year I did the 106s because I felt like that's what I should do and I'm supposed to do, but I use the 116s on pretty much everything. Heli skiing. Yes, I believe there will be heli skiing, Julian. My kind of partnership with CMH Heli Skiing in Canada has grown, you can say, which has been really cool. So I think you'll see some more heli skiing from different locations. So yeah, at least, weather dependent and everything. I don't have anything planned, but kind of the nice part is that I think I'll be able to kind of make a trip happen on relatively short notice when conditions are good. So I'd love to get to like the Monachees up in CMH, or the Kootenays or something like that, even back to Bobby Burns for winter stuff. So you need to meet a billionaire. Yeah. Yeah, the new chair is super fancy, Andy. It's really nice. So that's why I'm like more excited for the other terrain too, because everything's going to be nice. The 10-person gondola is going to be sick. All the chairs are going to be nice. I don't know if they're putting up any lodges over there, but any sort of lodge would be really nice as well. But even this stuff last year was you were basically skiing a green back to the base. So this year we'll actually have some real skiing. So what's up, Michael? Giant Pizza watching the live stream. Nice. No class this time, huh? Would I ever consider ski touring? Yeah, I would consider it. I got to be honest. I'm just really more of a resort skier type of guy. But I'm open to anything really. Not eat like a glutton. Trying to be a good boy, huh? How long you think until LCC decides to put up a Got 'em from the entrance of the canyon up to access Alta Bird? That's kind of the great debate, isn't it? Oh, do I have to? To be honest, I'm not super versed in that whole topic and conversation of what exactly is going on with that. But, what I do know is that the traffic up there is abysmal on weekends and powder days. It doesn't even have to be a weekend. Any sort of powder day can be pretty tough. So I don't know if the gondola is necessarily the right answer. On paper, I feel like it makes sense, but I don't know. Curious to see what it's all going to look like 10 years from now, Yeah, I think, Snow Basin, if that's what you're referring to, is an awesome mountain. I don't need to lie or anything. Like, I think the terrain at Snow Basin is more than adequate compared to Deer Valley. So, I think you go to Deer Valley for the experience. The daily shoots are fun. But yeah, it's not, it's not going to be like ground shattering or anything like that. So I went to Park City Powder Cats years ago when I was honestly probably like 15 for like a day. So I don't remember too much of it, but I always recommend cat skiing. I think it's a good step for people who are looking to get more into backcountry skiing and not want to spend the money that it takes for heli skiing. I also think it's a little bit easier to do a single day cat ski compared to single day heli skiing, just because there's so much more information on a heli skiing day. Where cat skiing, I feel like, is a little bit more conducive to single day stuff. So I don't know. Early thoughts on the Max 2? To be honest, I think the Max 2 is leaps and bounds above the Max 1. It's basically a Hero 13 processor in a 360 camera. If you're a person who just wants to edit stuff on your phone, use like AI editing stuff, and just post social media clips, I would honestly just get the Insta360. But if you want more ability with the camera, you want to be able to use something like GoPro Labs and unlock different features, then the Max 2 is going to give you more potential and more power. But if you want something that's just really easy to use, I think the Insta360 is totally sufficient, to be honest. Best powder skids for kids? I mean, I don't know. When it comes, kids are generally lighter than adults, obviously, so you can get away with a more narrow ski. I mean, 110, 112 underfoot, I think would be fine for powder ski. But when it comes to the brand, I mean, all brands make great skis now, so it doesn't really matter which one you get. I do not have a sled. No, Glenderson. But yeah, of course, taxpayer funded, but then you're also going to have to pay to use it. So I think, in my opinion, again, I don't know enough information to really make, a full decision. But if it's going to benefit places like Elta and Snowbird, I think those mountains should pay for it of some degree, whether it's subsidized by the state as well. But, that's going to directly benefit those mountains up there. So Ron said I left out where was it? I thought I saw that I left out Idaho on the resort video, and I got a lot of comments also saying the same thing. The reason why I didn't mention Idaho, and I probably should have said something about it, is that I've only been to Sun Valley in Idaho. So for me, there wasn't anything to compare it to. But a lot of people felt like I just skipped Idaho or anything like that. But I've only been to one mountain there, so it really wouldn't make sense for me to compare it to nothing. Top resorts that I haven't been to yet in North America. Probably Fernie. Fernie's probably up there as my number one. Mount Baker in Washington's another one that I really want to go to. Crested Butte. Those are probably like my three main ones. X3, X4, and lots of bugs. Max 2 for skiing at Big Snow on Sunday is pretty cool, but I was skiing like shit. Gonna make a review vid on it, though. Also filmed the Hero 13. Gonna test it surfing. Nice. Hell yeah. Log footage option on the Max 2 looks sick. Wondering how much more dynamic. I mean, I think the place where the Max, the log will really shine is when you're in the trees and stuff. But when you're just like in a pretty standard like groomer that's, yeah, Bluebird Day or something. Yeah, I think filming in 10-bit will give you more dynamic colors in that sense, but you have to film in 8K for 10-bit. So a little bit of trade-offs and things like that. So what's up, Logan? What's up, Curry? Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been quite the whirlwind. I mean, I'm still. That's really what I've been doing full time is investing stuff. So I've started a CFP program back in July. So I've been pretty busy studying for that as well. It's like 7 courses, so I'm about halfway through. Hopefully, get another course done by the new year, and then actually sit for my board exam in July of next year. So that's been keeping me busy as well. So. Yeah, Schweitzer's definitely on my list, Ron. And my girlfriend's parents own a hockey team in McCall that just moved there. So I think there's a mountain up in McCall. Is it Brundage maybe or something like that? Haven't worked with my girlfriend in a while. Still on Hero 5 and 6 was freezing external non-working batteries. Yeah, I mean, the 5 and 6, man, that's so long ago. The batteries have made big jumps since then, Andy. But yeah, the freezing is definitely annoying because it always happens right as you're about to drop into a run. You get, so. See you, AJ. I'll donate $3 million to watch you ski for Ernie. It's a lot of dollars. I think there are Armada movies this weekend, isn't it, Roberto? I'm going to be out of town. I'm leaving actually tomorrow morning just till Saturday. Unless it's Saturday, I could maybe swing it, but... Oh, I'm planning on it, Connor. I don't know when. I don't know if they've announced a date yet. Hopefully it's not this weekend. I won't be able to make it if it's this weekend. I'm hoping it's sometime next week. What's up, Mark Brown? Yeah. CMH sent me that segment from them yesterday. I watched it last night. Oh, beautiful. I mean, MSP did an unreal job as expected, but the terrain there in the Monashis, like those trees, that's what I'm talking about. It just looks so rad. So that was such a nice, like the vibe of that video was so great. It was just kind of like a chill backcountry day. And my son Tyler got me hooked on your channel. What's up, Greg? We saw you 2 years ago in early Jan at Snowbird when you got the sick rope drop on the Cirque. Can you give him a shout out as he turns 21? Happy birthday, Tyler. Do something fun. It's rad you get to ski with your dad. That was one of the, still to this day, one of the best pow days I've ever had. Ron Wilson, the 44-monther. I have to get this out of the way because I'm fairly invested in this joint. Me love you long time. Ron, I appreciate you, man. 44 months with the diamond. That's almost 4 freaking years. It's crazy. It feels like time has just went by super, super fast. Eddie, welcome back to the Stoke Squad, my friend. Thank you for the support. Ron, thank you for the 44 months. I think it is safe to say you are fairly invested in the channel here and what we do here. You, Eric, Regina, Justin, Chin. There's a lot of you guys who've been around for a very long time. So for better or for worse, we will say. Better season snow-wise because last season, at least in Tahoe, this season was pretty dry. Honestly, playing on skis, I mean, I have no idea. I mean, I think we all hope that it's going to be a good season, but, I would always revert you back to the averages, typically places like Tahoe and, average good snowpack. So, but, I do not try to predict the season, the snow, or anything like that because it's either going to snow or it's not. Tyrolia Protector bindings. So out of the fam for me, Papa Joe, Andrea, Mama C. Of course, man. I'm sure you are going to see them this year as well because we got to get back up to Snow Basin. They love skiing with you, so they are. Joe and Andrea are in New York. Mama C is she's at her place down the street. What's up, Ronnie? Stoked for the season. Can't wait to see you out there. Likewise, dude. Appreciate the support, my man. Hockey and McCall, yep. They are called the, it's like a junior program. They're called the McCall Smoke Jumpers. What's up, Sword Shinger? Definitely for worse. Elon Ripstick 94 or the Armada ARW 94? Honestly, I'd probably go with the Ripstick 94, Logan. I think the ARW might be a little soft for kind of all mountain skiing. If she's not really into park and freestyle stuff, I think the Ripstick's a great ski for what it sounds like she's into. Kind of high alpine off-piste stuff and then groomers. I've been around long enough to witness the R-rated segments of the live stream. Yeah, between Levi and Eric, the Stoke Shotguns, you know, the Garage Gang. Waiting for the comeback. Yeah, the ARV would be good for all mountain. I think the Ripstick would be a better choice, to be honest. I would give you some... See you playing on skis. R-rated superstar, R-rated chat. I mean, if you can, Logan, I would demo this, but I do think the ARV or the ARW might leave her wanting a little bit more. But I guess the Elon, like the Ripstick, is tried and true, and thanks, Eddie. Yeah, no worries, man. It's kind of crazy. Crazy that we got a win. We ended up nine races this year that we actually started. We 4 podiums and 1 win, so not too bad. What's up, Jerry? Just jumping on. Want to talk about snow parking still being complimentary. Yeah, that's probably the best part about Deer Valley is the parking. The fact that it is free, and you get a shuttle right up to the mountain. So that makes Deer Valley, in my book, so nice. Short of, I think if you have an Icon Pass, you still need to make a reservation, which might kind of suck for some people. But yeah, the parking there is great, and they just repaved all the lots because I kind of bike around there during the summer, so. Do you play beer league hockey? I do not. I haven't played hockey probably since college. Yeah, I played like a year of just some random club hockey. But I like to try to skate at least once a year. But saw videos there of a guy comparing the Icon Epic Passes and what they have done to the industry as a whole. He co-opted some footage of you skiing. Really? What does co-opted mean? Can you link me? Can you try to link the video, Ron? If you can re-find it. Because usually, like, if someone were to... Let's see. I've had a lot of that this year specifically. People taking my footage. Like, people are making, like, YouTube Shorts channel, and it's all my POV footage. And usually YouTube would, like, flag it or, like, ask me they can like match it, but for some reason I haven't really gotten, yeah, content detection. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. It's the internet. But I don't know if I showed you guys some of these. Now that I filmed my gear video, so now I just gotta edit that thing. But these are the 116ers. Pretty cool. I think they're cool. I don't really like the top sheet. I don't like white skis on white snow, but I think the bottom's kind of cool. I think it says White Walker somehow. So I got to get these mounted up. Oh, that's light. And then I also got these. This way. These are 106 ARB titaniums. They got metal in them. I feel like a ski racer now. Tyrolean protectors. I don't even think I've heard of those. Need help. Girlfriend is a skier and beginner intermediate level looking for a good all-mountain ski for her to ski and grow into. I would look at the Nordica Enforcer Mest fan. I think they make a 94. Yeah. They also make an 89. Oh yeah, I would look at the Nordica Enforcer. I think that's a great ski. Protector seems like it'd be a good post-ACL recovery choice. Kind of want to grab the 116s this season. It's a great ski. Bindings and putting on the White Walkers. I'll probably put look pivots on those. I'll probably put some look pivots. I really like the look pivots that I have on my other ones, so. And then I got to figure out what I want to put on the 106s. The season is truly upon us. Didn't you get rid of all your Armadas, though, Roberto? Is there a good difference in the JJ116, which I have, and the White Walker 116 in non-POW conditions? I would say no, Michael. If anything, I think the JJ does a little bit better in non-POW conditions because it's a different material. It's a little bit of a firmer ski, I think. So I would say there's certainly not like a good difference, like a big difference. What's up, Von Zipper? Drew Flanagan, what's going on, man? Legend number 2. Just around the corner from sliding on snow. Oh, Snow Stash. I actually know him. He's an Australian dude. He came to the first ever Stoke Squad meetup. Snow Stash, yeah. He's a nice, very nice guy. Hey, you've been going to Deer Valley for a while now, wondering what your favorite runs are in the new terrain. Or just maybe that meant or just in general. I mean, I haven't really skied the new terrain to really know. But my favorite runs are really the daily shoots and some stuff off Lady Morgan, I would say, at Deer Valley. So Nordica Enforcers, I think, is probably one of the best. Honestly, I think it's one of the best skis out there. For like, if you had to get like a one ski quiver, I think the Enforcer is probably the most. I think it's like the most popular ski that people use, but I think it's a great ski. I mean, short of like park skiing and switch riding and stuff like that, if you want a ski that can kind of do a little bit of everything, I think the Enforcer is great. The Enforcer, the Armada Declivity is another good one. Rosignol Black Ops, I think, is kind of in that same category. Yeah, it would be, Jerry. I'm almost thinking to do like a. It would be a lot smaller, but I think it would be cool. We did have Drew is a snowboarder, actually, Drew Flanagan, but we don't have many snowboarders who come to the meetups. Like every year, we'll have one or two. Jeff E., any suggestion on breaking the new boots? That's probably the best you can do without actually skiing on them, Jeff. I mean, unfortunately, I feel like you just got to ski them to break them in, but wearing them around will help. But really, nothing gets them better than just using them, So I think it's, I mean, I don't know if you've got them fitted or anything like that. But yeah, it takes some time to pack them out and stuff, obviously. What am I skiing on this year? I'm skiing on ARV 106, Armada White Walker 116, and Armada White Walker 121. I have went down to a 3 ski quiver. Ron Wilson with the 20. I appreciate you, Ron. A little kick toward... Oh, no. What happened? There we go. Little kick toward an Idaho Luna road trip. Turn the wheels. New territory to explore. I agree. I think Idaho is in the cards this year. I think a California trip is in the cards, and I think a Colorado trip needs to be in the cards. A proper Colorado trip. So... yeah. Thank you for the 20. I'm just trying to think of other mountains in Idaho that would be worth going that are on the Epic and Icon. I'm not opposed to like the smaller ones as well, but it's obviously more of an expense for me to get those passes to those mountains. But I think Schweitzer's on. Is Schweitzer on the Icon Pass? I think it is. 54 of 70 days of my home resort. Can't wait to get over to the States in February, says Hugh. Skiing year round, aren't you? QST 100 for daily driver, but Super Geeks 106. You'll have to let me know how they ski. Sold to Stranger. I wish they made that ski a little bit longer. Trying to plan a Denver trip in January. Best epic mountains. I gotta think what's on Epic. Aspen is not on Epic. Is Steamboat? Let me just pull up the freaking website. How about that? I don't have to guess. Epic Pass. I don't even know. Breckenridge, I know that's on there. That's usually a pretty fun mountain. Let's see. Vale, Beaver Creek, Breck, Crested Butte. That's it. I would say Vale, Breck, and Crested Butte are the best mountains in my opinion in Colorado. That's on the Epic Pass. I gotta put all these qualifiers out there. Rip Azalea, the Silver Star. Oh, Todd there's awesome. I was talking to your dad, Todd. 24-hour blizzard dump. Yeah, Todd there is awesome. Definitely worth checking out Silver Star Ski Shop. And the little restaurant across the way is nice if you like expensive food, but better than Keystone. I mean, for me, Keystone is more of like a intermediate mountain that has a really nice park. I think it's a little bit better for families and stuff like that. So I guess I don't know exactly what you're looking for, George, but you know, you could do Keystone and Breck and Vale. Those are all relatively close. Vale's like an hour away from Breck and Keystone, but you could ski Keystone one day, Breck the next day, you know, and then go out to Vale. I mean, Crested Butte's going to be more of a haul. But, you know, Vale, Beaver, I mean, you could do Vale, Beaver Creek, Breck, and Keystone. Those are all really kind of right next to each other. But again, it's hard without knowing kind of the terrain you're looking for. Woods Valley, so cool. We don't need to be on a conglomerate pass. No time getting back to the, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you go to Valley, you got to get to the back bowls and... There's a big diesel truck outside. You should ski park. You know what, man? I really don't have any desire to ski park. Park's one of those things where you have to kind of do it when you're younger, and I'm old now, so no park for me. I'm making chicken cutlets tonight. All right, where are we at? It would be insane to do, Fawaz. I don't know if it'd be insane to watch, but it would be very cool to do. I want to try to get Japan. That's like a... What's up, bro? It's been a while, man. Hope all is well, dude. I have not checked out Schweitzer webcams. Going to snowbird for the second time. Last winter, the one day I was there, 80% of the mountain was closed because of snow and high winds, they said. How common is this? Honestly, man, on big snowstorms, I would say it's pretty common. When it's a proper snowbird storm, it's common that the mountain is going to be shut down for most of the morning. In my opinion, Elta does not a better job, because that's not the right word. Elta is able to open some terrain quicker. So if you're ever in that situation, and you can, sometimes Elta's the move if you're not a snowboarder. But yeah, snowbird's notorious for getting big, high winds and, lots of snow. I mean, those are the two main ingredients for avalanche. So yeah, I mean, you got to understand it's for everyone's safety. So on really big snowstorms, it is pretty common that the actual day of the storm is not going to be open. That's where you go. That's when you go to like another resort, and then you go to Snowbird the next day for when they open stuff up. Favorite run of all time? That's such a hard one to answer, but probably very, very steep at Snowbird. That's always such a great run. But anyways, I uploaded a video this morning about the new terrain at Deer Valley, kind of going over their trail map and some different areas, the chairs and stuff like that. So check that out if you haven't. And then the likelihood is that next week stuff is going to open up in Colorado. So we will be taking the van out there for, a week or so, week or two, and doing the opening day dance. Sleeping in a parking lot, skiing, making videos. What's up, Colonel? I'm excited, man. Yeah, another season. But I don't really have anything different, no. Probably just some trips and, trying to ski POW. What's your Mount Rushmore places to eat at around the Park City area? My Mount Rushmore? I'm not a good person to ask because I don't really eat out that much, especially around Park City because it's expensive. But I like the Boneyard. It's kind of, more just, I don't want to really say bar food, but it's kind of like pizza and good burgers and stuff like that. There's some good sushi places. Local Lizard's pretty good. We go there for the Stoke Squad meetup. Thank you, Fawaz. I appreciate that. Any heli skiing this year? I think there will definitely be some heli skiing this year, Thomas. What's up, Jason? Some dude called me lame on Instagram Reels because he thought my JJs were 140 because of the GoPro distortion. Yeah, the sad part about posting stuff online is all the negative people. But I guess that could be worse. He's just kind of being stupid. They don't even make JJs in a 140 centimeter, so he's the lame one. I bet Kicking Horse on your list. Top 3 resorts you're most hyped to ski. Yeah, Kicking Horse for sure. Honestly, I'm hyped to ski Lake Louise again. I don't know, I'm not saying it's like my top 3 resort ever, but I only spent one day there, and I'm excited to ski it again. I think that mountain was pretty rad. So Lake Louise is up there. I'm excited to get back to snowbird. I barely skied snowbird last year, so Lugu should ski Mount Rushmore this season. But yeah, Kicking Horse for sure. Kicking Horse, I'll be there in February. I'm trying to figure out logistics of adding in Fernie. I'm staying in Golden, though. So, Golden, British Columbia to Fernie is like 3.5. Kind of far, in my opinion, to do a day trip. If conditions are bad. If conditions are good, I think it could make sense. Canal Flats, yeah. Straight down 93. Skookumchuck. I drove right up here when I go up here in the summer. 7 hours of driving in the day. He should send a nose butter cork 10 off Washington's head. You're right, man. Alaska heli ski this year. Russell, interesting you brought that up. I actually was thinking about going up to Alyeska again because it's on the Icon Pass, I believe. my phone. I don't know where my phone is. The heli skiing would be sick. That was the gnarliest heli skiing I've ever done, to be honest, is up in Alaska. The terrain there is just next level type of stuff. So I was kind of thinking about going up there for Alyeska and somehow, either trying to bum a heli ski day with Chugach again or something, but best run at Jackson. Rendezvous to Hobax. Yeah, that's 4K on good snow. Yeah, when it's bad, that's 4,000 feet of crust and crap. But the Elta chutes there underneath Sublet are pretty steep. Like the Sublet chair is pretty fun. But I've only been to Jackson, I think, 4 times in my life. Mark, you should come out east. Don't start, man. It's been an east free stream for the most part. Congrats on the wedding, dude. Hope the honeymoon is going well. I saw your message this morning. You're in Hawaii on a honeymoon, which is freaking rad. So hopefully Chris Tomer's mountain weather update for today is wrong. Starting off November with a high pressure system here in the Wasatch. What's up, Randall? For how long? Just in the beginning, or you should ski Woods Valley. You should ski Blue Mountain, Pennsylvania. I'm gonna somehow make a series that's just called "You Should Ski ... And it's just gonna be all these places that you guys mention. What's up, Paul Brown? You should come out east. You should come out east. You should make a second channel. Ron Wilson says, I want to see more of that Canadian Rockies. I know Fernie because of the kids on my mountain life. Love that, fam. Yeah, dude, I'm all about the Canadian Rockies. I would be more apt to go up there than probably ski in Utah this year, to be honest. I've never jumped into Corbett's, Russell. That thing is massive. However, I mean, it's easier to say than to do, but I think if I were to ever ski Corbett's, I would choose to just jump into it. I almost think it would be easier than trying to just slide your way into it. But yeah, that's a huge drop. But luckily for me, every time I've been there, it's close. I have an excuse as to why I don't need to do it. I've never skied in South America, Thomas. I've never been to South America in general. YOLO. Just moved out to Utah. How much worse the traffic? Oh, compared to Snow Basin. I mean, I've never really been up to Snow Basin. I guess on like a big powder day with traffic. But I don't think the traffic gets much worse than what you'll find at Alta Bird. Just because the road is gnarlier, it's steeper, they get more snow. Um, so yeah, I think the traffic's going to be worse to Alta Bird. I don't really listen to podcasts, Kavorski, to be honest. I'm not really a podcast guy. I just listen to music. You have to love the Little Cottonwood. You have to be prepared for a 12-hour day in the Cottonwoods. You have to bring emergency food. You have to bring emergency everything. You have to be ready for the canyon to close on your way back down, and you get stuck up there. Yeah, you have to love the Little Cottonwood, as Vaughn says. Are you using the same outerwear? Yes, I am, Hugh. I'm using the same Armada suits. I got another one, but it's the same type. All dudes, early season polite. I agree, Ron. Everyone's so damn polite around here. Makes me sick. I do need to end the stream, though, pretty soon. My girlfriend's making chicken cutlets, and she needs my help. Are you Max V team? I do love Max Verstappen, if that's what you're referring to. Would you say Alta Snowbird is the best skiing in the world? I mean, I haven't skied outside of the North America, so it's hard for me to say that it's the best skiing in the world. What I do know is that, Little Cottonwood gets really consistently the most snow each year. So for that reason, I do think it's pretty high up there as some of the best skiing in the world. But I've never skied in Japan. I've never skied, in South America and these other places. But yeah, I would put it up there with the best skiing in North America, to be honest. Come out west, Bear Mountain Big will surprise you when the canyons fill in. It would be nice for the channel to throw in a few smaller areas. Just saying. Yeah, I think Bear Mountain has been recommended a few times, actually. I might have to ban myself. I don't listen to music skiing, Hugh. I used to when I was younger, but I really enjoy... I got to be able to hear around me. Favorite ski shop in Salt Lake? I've never even really been to a ski shop in Salt Lake, to be honest. Your videos and editing are fire. Thank you. Which camera do you prefer and why? Insta or GoPro? I prefer GoPro. I've never used Insta. But I think the GoPro, with stuff like GoPro Labs and being able to have the GoPro shoot at a higher bit rate, for example, there's more capability with the GoPro compared to the Insta. I think the Insta is easier to use for most people. I've just always been a GoPro guy, and because of the GoPro, I use Adobe Premiere Pro. It's really the only program that has a good 360 reframe software. But DaVinci Resolve is great. I almost prefer DaVinci Resolve when I'm not using GoPro Max footage. So, yeah. because he's old now. Okay, guys. I'm in girlfriend's in emergency mode. Powder days at LCC are the thing that passes over the ski powder and Beaver Mountain. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I honestly, like, part of me didn't really miss not being in Little Cottonwood last year because the traffic is just so crappy, you know. But when you're up there and you get it and it's good, I mean, it's like the best day you'll ever have skiing. So anyways, I appreciate everyone. Check out the new video. I'm going to be coming out with a gear video soon. And then really probably next week we'll be heading out to start the season. So I love you all. Take care of yourself. Have a good weekend. Peace.